Welcome everyone to the 7 Days Podcast. I am Boy123 Jim, and we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw, WWE entirely, SmackDown Live, NXT, the Mae Young Classic, and many more. I want to get this out of the way first. Last week, people were talking about The Undertaker, right? People were talking about how, Undertaker was seen on a plane flight going to Brooklyn. And then I'm like, okay, maybe he's just there to see people or whatnot. Maybe he's going to talk to Vince about something. I don't know. And then people were speculating that he would be involved in the SummerSlam main event, which he wasn't. And I actually think that's a good thing because, well, that main event was phenomenal. It didn't need The Undertaker, so I'm just saying. Yeah, and then people were also saying that he's there and stuff. And then Jerry Lawler, my favorite heel commentator of all time, came out and said, he was there to scan for a non-WWE 2K video game. A WWE video game, but non-2K related. And I was thinking, well, normally when there's a game or something, like there's always, like somebody has to mention a game. Whenever someone mentions a video game, right, that's gonna come out one day, there's always someone leaking it on the internet. Nobody has ever leaked a non-WWE video game. Now, he didn't specify if it was for a console PC game or a mobile WWE game. But then again, what they really want, do they really have to, scan your face for a mobile game, though? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he was there to it would be too late, though. Because they do scan. WWE 2K always do scanning by WrestleMania time, which explains why the Hardys might not be in the game. Just saying, might not be in 2K18. Just saying. But yeah, people were saying that he was there in Brooklyn and all that, but he was there to actually train in the ring, run the ropes, etc. He was there for that. He wasn't there for any video game related stuff like Lawler said. So, I was thinking, okay, now I heard people saying how, Undertaker shouldn't come back. They don't want The Undertaker to come back, after what he did at WrestleMania, leaving his ring gear in the ring, kissing his wife, Michelle McCool, which was basically, what's the word? Not a shoot, but out of character, right? He was out of character basically when he went to Michelle McCool because wait a minute, a dead man got a wife? What? Dead woman? or something like that. Like he left all of his stuff, which was a symbol of retirement. He went up to the stage, went onto the ramp, and descended to hell, whatever he went to, and his ring gear stuff was still in the ring when everybody left the arena, right? Now I'm thinking, you don't think that The Undertaker would take it that far to manipulate and play mind games with us? To play mind games with Roman Reigns, making him think that he retired The Undertaker, but at the end of the day, Undertaker can show up at any given time he wants to? You ever give that a thought? I always had that in my mind. It's like, he could go and just he could go away. He could just go away and then randomly show up ever again. He could show up at any time. Now it might be different this time. Because after what John Cena said, I'm not The Undertaker. I'm not an old veteran with a bad hip. And in the promo that he said to Roman Reigns weeks ago. Maybe Undertaker might go after John Cena. Now, the thing is, John Cena's going to be gone after No Mercy. You see, No Mercy, when that's done, Cena's going to go film Transformers. Now, I don't think it's going to take John Cena fucking 2 months, past Survivor Series to film a movie. Now, I could be dead-ass wrong because I don't know jack about filming shit. I don't know. But I honestly, I don't want to believe that it takes you months to film something, if I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll have to wait and see. If Cena's available by Survivor Series time in November, then sure, most likely this could happen. If he's not available by then this is not going to happen, and we'll just have to wait and see, and wait until next year to see what happens, I mean, after No Mercy, a lot of people are going. Well, not a lot of people, but like two big people are going: Brock and Cena. We're not seeing Brock till Royal Rumble season, WrestleMania season, and same thing for John Cena. We're not seeing these guys for the rest of the year. We have what? October, November, December. 3 months of neither of these guys, right? And that's gonna suck as far as the roster goes. But when Cena comes back, I'm hearing that he's gonna go to SmackDown Live this time. So he's switching back and forth when he's gone to do other projects. Now, as a fan, I don't mind Cena going out and doing all these other projects outside. He's trying to see what he can do outside WWE. The day he's done. Like, the second he's done with WWE, he can just do something that he's been working on for years outside of wrestling, But as a fan, I'm also going to miss the guy more. I'm going to miss him more as he goes. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens, Like, for me, it sucks to see all these legends go away. So, I mean, Triple H is working with NXT. I'm not going to see him wrestle that often anymore. Undertaker is slow, very, very soon is going to retire. John Cena is going to be going to do acting eventually. Brock Lesnar is going to quit one day, or his contract. He's going to let his contract run out. Excuse me. He's going to let his contract run out, and he's not going to resign. Stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying, I hate today's talent. Fuck no. I always say, if we had today's talent in 2009, I swear to God, bro. I mean, the wrestling today, if you bring it back to 2009 when Raw was 2 hours, yes, it was super PG 2009. They didn't say ass. They didn't say damn that much. They didn't say bitch like they do now. Today, we're like PG-13 most than PG Y8, like Treehouse or whatever, like Disney Junior channel, those type of channels where little kids watch. It's WWE's not like that anymore. They're like PG-13, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type thing. Fresh Prince was like PG-13, so you get what I'm trying to say. So if we had today's roster in 2009, bro, bless, 100% bless. But I mean, today's roster, there's a lot of stars I love today. AJ Styles, number 1. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns. Ty Dillinger. There's a lot more I can't think of right now. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. The usual. Heath Slater, Rhino. All these guys. All these people. Banks and Charlotte and Natty and the New Day and Usos and all these, the Breezangos and the Ascension. Yeah, I'm still fans of the Ascension. I'm just waiting for them to get their big break, so to speak. But yeah, besides all of that, dude, I am gonna miss these guys going away though. But I mean, Triple H, yeah, he'll still be there. He's still in the gym, working out because he's a gym head. He'll get his body ripped as much as he can, but he's mostly working on NXT and all about the business aspect of World Wrestling Entertainment, which I don't blame him. If you got a huge opportunity, if you're in, think about it, Triple H has big shoes to fill. I don't think anybody could fill the shoes that Triple H has right now any better than what he's doing now. I don't think so. I don't think anyone would bring NXT to the heights that it is right now. I think if Triple H didn't run NXT, NXT would have been canceled many years ago. If not, then it would still go on today as this ridiculous game show like it was in 2010 to 2012 for 2 years, I think. So yeah, overall, dude, I'm just gonna miss all these old guys, all these legends, all these guys just going away and stuff. Shawn Michaels, I know he's gonna stay retired. He's in his 50s. He's gonna stay retired for good. He's not gonna go and come out of retirement. No, he's not gonna do all that. But still, so yeah, Undertaker. To me, I look at it like this: if he can go, let him go. If he can wrestle, let him wrestle. That's how I look at it. Like I say, he's the master of mind games, bro. He will. I won't be surprised if he's taking. He will take it that far to make you cry, to make you believe that a man that was a part of your childhood for so long is gone. And then after that, one day, like that, in the blink of an eye, he comes back, and he unleashes his vengeance. Remember, digging souls and digging holes and taking souls, right? So don't forget about that. Now let's talk about Raw. Let's see. Braun Strowman decimating Cena and Lesnar on one night. I don't think anyone has ever done that. Braun Strowman. This is why I love the guy. This guy would decimate, and I mean decimate his opponents, bro. Let's see what else happened. Miz and Maurice and Enzo. Miz announced that him and Maurice are gonna have a kid one day. Maurice is pregnant at the moment, so I hope it's legit. I hope it's not a freaking work. I hope it's not like a storyline type shit. I hope it's legit, because I really will get annoyed. If we're gonna go through this Lita, Kane, Snitsky storyline again. I don't think we need to do that no more. I don't think we need that, but you get my point. Miz and Maurice out, saying they're gonna have a kid, this and that, and then Enzo comes out. Enzo was supposed to be the guest, and then he just interrupted his way onto the show, and Miz was offended. He was offended about that, and then they just went back and forth. Miz went a little too hard. He destroyed Enzo. Enzo, a guy who's normally good on the microphone, got freaking wrecked by the Miz. Miz's promo skills is on a John Cena level, and that's coming from someone that hates the Miz. But I give credit when it's due, okay? I hate the Miz. I do. He's one of those people that came up from nothing and then did a little bit of movies, thinking that he's a movie star, but he's not. Right? When I think of Rock, he's a movie star. When I think of a movie star, I think of Rock. I think of Jason Statham, or that one guy, he's bald. He did so many movies. I forgot his name. But yeah, jeez. But you get my point. Miz, he did straight to DVD movies, and he's thinking he's a movie star. I don't like that. That's some fake stuff right there, if you ask me. But I give the man credit. If the man entertains me on the microphone, I gotta give you credit, bro. And Enzo got wrecked, and rightfully so. Enzo is the first guy, by the way. I don't know if anyone noticed, he's the first guy to be in 205 Live, but then comes to Raw on the Raw side and competes on Raw. So he's the first guy to be not only on 205 Live, but also participate on Monday Night Raw. So that's saying something. But Miz, brought up about him being kicked off of the buses, the tour bus by Roman Reigns. Now, he didn't say Roman Reigns exactly, but he said that Enzo got kicked off by WWE tour buses, getting kicked out of locker rooms. Miz even said that, yeah, I did the same thing, but guess what? The difference between me and you is I come back harder. I work harder, I actually gained their respect in the end of the day. For you go out and talk and hang out with B-level rappers, which is true from what I heard. Enzo like to brag about how much money he gets. To me, I'm going to say this, and I honestly think I'm going to be like this if I was there. Even if I was there for 5-10 years, I'll still be like this. The amount of money I get if I was in WWE, I'll always be humble about it, because I always remember, my past, how, I know that sounded fucking dark, I don't know why, but like my past, I work in UPS and all this other jobs, and I'll be getting hundreds of dollars, just get $100 and change, If I was in WWE, if I'm getting thousands, I'm still going to be the same dude that believes that over $500 is a lot of money. Okay? I'm still going to be that dude. For Enzo to come out and be bragging about how much money he gets is kind of ridiculous to me, But yeah, Miz just ripped him to shreds, and then after that, Enzo, I think Enzo brought up about being cruiserweight champion, and then when he's done with that, he'll come after Miz for the Intercontinental title. And the Miz like, you think you're championship material? Then if you think you're championship material, then why did your best friend have to backstab you and leave you high and dry? And then they had a match. Enzo challenged Miz to a match. They had the match. They were going back and forth on the microphone. And then the match was poor, by the way. And then Enzo got the mic. And he's like, Miz, you shouldn't be asking how you doing. You should be asking who's the daddy. When he said that, I instantly said, I watched Raw. I didn't watch Raw when I got home from hanging out with my friends on Monday night. But I watched it the Tuesday morning. And I was like, you know what, Miz? Wreck him. You have to obliterate Enzo. You cannot let the man slide. You cannot let that slide. All right? You cannot sit here as a man who's waiting, who is going to be a father one day. You can't let Enzo insult the child, the soon-to-be child you're about to have, your wife, and you. You can't let that. If a man insults your family like Roderick Strong with Bobby Roode, if Bobby Roode insulted Roderick Strong and his wife and his kid, what happened? Roderick Strong went into a madman and destroyed or beat up Bobby Roode, and I think he beat Bobby Roode on NXT like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, like dude, Miz had to do what he had to do. I'm glad that the match ended in the disqualification because Miz and the Mizrach had to obliterate Enzo. There's no other choice. So Miz hit him with the Scorpion finale, and that was it. Cena and Roman had their promo back and forth. I can't really remember exactly, but I think that's it for Raw. I think that's it. From what I can remember, yeah, I think that's it. If I'm forgetting anything, let me know in the comments below. Also on SmackDown Live, let's see, AJ versus Ty. I knew Baron Corbin was going to interfere, like I said last week in the podcast, or 2 weeks ago in the podcast. I think it was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, in the podcast, I said that Baron Corbin was going to come out and interfere in the championship match between Ty and AJ on SmackDown this past Tuesday. And he did, but he didn't do it in a way where it will lead to where the match ends in disqualification. He didn't do that part, but he did interfere nonetheless. And then Ty, almost got the win during the interference, but then AJ caught him on the calf crusher. Got the win. Now, what I'm predicting is that they're going to have a triple threat at Hell in a Cell for the U.S. title, or they're going to have a triple threat on the SmackDown the following week of this coming Tuesday. Because this coming Tuesday, they announced that Baron Corbin's going to be the one to face AJ Styles for the U.S. title, so it's official. But I honestly do think that Ty Dillinger is going to get involved and cost Baron Corbin the U.S. title match. Now, what's going to happen? There's two options. There's two things I see happening. Number one, it could be Ty versus Baron Corbin. Winner gets a U.S. title match at Hell in a Cell, or they're going to do a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell. That's the only way to go. That's the only way to go. If I don't see nothing else. If none of that happens, that's very sad. And Kevin Owens and Vince McMahon. But before I get to that, first Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, he gotta go. I'm sorry. Dolph, just leave. I'm sorry. I never thought I'd be saying that. Dolph Ziggler is a superstar that I don't want him to leave, but I do believe he will be way better in the Indies or in Japan. Go follow the yellow brick road that Cody Rhodes set for anyone that's in this situation where they're getting shit on the WWE, and just ask for his release, and then just go to Ring of Honor, New Japan. They're I think it's they're working together in Ring of Honor, New Japan. So yeah, you can become world champion in either one company. So it don't matter, or both. So it doesn't really matter. So I think Dolph will do better in the Indies. Just that I don't want him to leave. That's the sad thing. It's like, yes, I do believe you'll be better. You'll be a world champion in other places. But I kind of don't want you to leave. I don't know why. I feel like there's something for Dolph to do. And this is not. You think I want him to come out dressed as the Ultimate Warrior and shit? I don't know. I don't like. Yes, when he came out as Shane, it was funny. When he came out as Bailey, it was funny because Byron Saxton got, he was appalled of that. He was offended, and Corey Graves is shitting on him for that. I forgot about that dynamic between Graves and Saxton. Saxton goes crazy for the Bailey buddies, and Corey Graves always shuts him down. Like, it's funny, But yeah, I think Dolph Ziggler should just leave. I just think that's how I feel right now. So we'll have to wait and see. He might be taking on Bobby Roode. I don't think it's going to be good at all because Bobby Roode as a babyface is not good, period. But we'll have to wait and see, dude. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Kevin Owens and Vince McMahon. Now, Vince McMahon, people took it as a shoot when he said that when he gets into when he gets to court, when he's in a lawsuit situation, he always wins. He always wins a case. He never lost one. And people took it as a shoot like, oh, CM Punk. There's always oh my god, there's always something to do with CM Punk with these people. I swear, we don't know if that was a little jab at Punk that he's not gonna win his case against Chris Emmett, but we don't know that. People assume that it is, but I don't. I don't think so. But people like to take something and then like to make it like they take something and they go left with it. It's just weird. But yeah, Kevin Owens, Vince said that he suspended Shane because, well, he didn't finish the job. He didn't beat up Kevin Owens enough to where it will make Kevin Owens regret what he did. Kevin Owens didn't physically provoke him, but Kevin Owens did verbally provoke Shane. Shane warned him. He did it anyway, and Shane beat him up. And Vince is like, he didn't suspend Shane because as an official or as a commissioner. He did it because he didn't get the job done, and then he reinstated Shane because it would be Shane versus Kevin Owens at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell. Do I believe Shane's going to dive off Hell in a Cell? No. I do not think so. Because I don't think... See, at WrestleMania, it was needed. Hell in a Cell, I don't think it's needed. They're just going to fight in the ring. They're going to tease him trying to leave the cage. But in the end, Kevin Owens is just going to beat the hell out of Shane McMahon. Shane's going to hang in there. But in the end, Kevin Owens is going to get the win. There's no way Shane's winning this match. I'll be damned if Shane wins this match. Because I heard that, Shane always fights 2 times a year now. So when he came back, when he signed with WWE back last year, I heard that he's supposed to fight twice a year now. Last year, he took on The Undertaker inside the Hell in a Cell WrestleMania 32, and he was a part of the SmackDown vs. Raw Survivor Series match. This year, he took on AJ Styles in the best WrestleMania match of the night. And now he's going to take on Kevin Owens inside Hell in a Cell. Now, as far as Hell in a Cell goes, I kind of hope this is the only match that's in Hell in a Cell. Please. I don't think I need Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. Now, I know I might sound like someone else, but no, I'm being dead serious. It's fact. It's truth that we do not need a Nakamura Mahal Hell in a Cell match. We just had a freaking Punjabi prison match, which was one of the worst, if not the worst match of this year so far. So I don't think we need that, Hell in a Cell. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. I wouldn't be against New Day versus Usos for the tag titles inside Hell in a Cell. I have no problem with that because their feud, they've been going on for months. They need to end it, and Hell in a Cell is the perfect place to end the feud for the Usos. So I wouldn't mind seeing a tag team Hell in a Cell. We have not seen a tag team Hell in a Cell match from what I can remember is the first Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, which was 2009 DX. In the main event, god damn it, my phone going off. In the main event, it was DX versus Legacy in DiBiase and Rhodes. So I'm not against the Usos taking on the New Day in a new matchup, which is Hell in a Cell, tag team Hell in a Cell. And I don't mean tag team like make a tag, like it's a normal match, but the cell is over them. No, I mean destruction, tornado extreme, like Hell in a Cell. You know what I mean, So that's the last time we had a tag team Hell in the Cell match was 2009. So we need something like that. Variety. Something different. Come on. Give me something different. You know what I mean? And I think that's it. You know, NXT, the McMahon Classic, Kairi Sane won. You know, it's funny. I never watched the entire tournament to begin with, but then I watched the finals. That's just funny to me. I mean, I had no interest, dude. I was like, okay, the cruise. I almost did the same thing with the Cruiserweight Classic last year. I only watched because I knew people in there. I know a Cedric Alexander. I realized about TJ Perkins that he was Suicide for a couple of years in TNA. I knew about Rich Swann, you know? So when I saw guys like that, Brian Kendrick, I knew about him, obviously. So when I saw a guy, and Gargano and Ciampa, when I saw those guys, I'm like, yeah, maybe these guys might win it. And it ended up being TJ Perkins that won the tournament. In this tournament, Mae Classic, I don't know anybody. I only know Mia Yim from Jade in TNA. Besides that, I don't know nobody else in the tournament. They brought up that girl from the Straight Edge Society. She was in there. You know, like there wasn't anybody I was a huge fan of. I was a huge fan of Gargano, Ciampa, and Cedric Alexander. You know, Kota Ibushi. I was slowly becoming a fan of his. You know. But in this tournament, there was nobody. So I was like, you know what? Let's just wait. I'm going to wait and see who won in the end. And let's see what happens, you know? So it would be Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane would be competing for the NXT Women's title at NXT TakeOver Houston Survivor Series weekend. So, yeah. Can't wait to see who's going to be facing her. I mean, I'm hearing a multi-woman match. So let's wait and see what happens. Anything else? The Street Profits are the most lit tag team I've ever seen today. People were making fun of the cup. I always say they're on lean, you know. I always say that guy is on lean with the cup, you know, because it was a red cup. It looks sus, you know. So that when he got like an NXT cup, bro. The Street Profits are my favorite tag team in the WWE, in NXT right now. Like, they're lit, they're charismatic, they're entertaining, they're everything a tag team needs. Entertaining, athletic, lit. All of that, bro. All of that in one. That's the Street Profits, bro. Do I want them to become tag team champions at NXT? Hell yeah. But I'm worried that like they might be one of those tag teams where they get to the main roster and they're destroyed, they're wrecked, they're worthless, you know? And I fear the same thing for AOP as well. So we have to wait and see what happens with that. Everything's a wait and see nowadays, you know? 2K18, nothing much, you know, they just released about backstage brawl, parking lot brawl, stuff like that, which looks cool. The roster is okay, I guess, nothing of importance, to be honest. It's like, just take some people from last year's game, put it in this year's game, take some new people, put it in this year's game, you know, take the cruiserweights, put them in this year's game, you know, NXT stars like Gargano, Ciampa in this game, you know, stuff like that. I'm just waiting for the big stuff, the core of the game, which is my career and universe mode stuff. I'm waiting for that. Like, the gameplay is good and all, the graphics is phenomenal, better than ever, but the universe mode, I'm waiting for that. I want to see what exactly do they plan to do in this year's game, because I'm sick and tired of 2K17. Like, I honestly want to quit playing. But like the only reason why I'm still playing the game period is because of universe mode, and the way how I'm getting a lot of views and the way how I'm growing because of universe mode on my channel. I've never received so much love recently than I ever done on YouTube for the past 2.5 years. You know, so I can honestly say, dude, like 2K17. Awful fucking game. At least one of my top 5 worst WWE games ever, in my opinion. But 2K18, I hope it delivers, dude. I really does. But thank you guys for watching the 7 Days podcast. Leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about what I discussed today. Do you think Undertaker is going to come back? Do you think he's playing mind games, or is he actually retired? Leave your comments about Raw and SmackDown and NXT and 2K18. What are your thoughts about that? And also, what are your thoughts about 2K17? How awful the game is, to me at least. So, I want to thank you guys for watching and listening to the 7 Days podcast. Uploading this, I think, Friday, if not Saturday, because I got to go to college just now. So, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys Monday for Monday Night Raw Universe 1. I'm out. Later!